Happy Halloween, Sims family! Today's speed build is inspired by my favorite Halloween film of all time, Hocus Pocus. You can download this lot from my page on the Sims 4 gallery along with our favorite Wickedly trio. So please come along with me as I pay homage to this great film with my version of the Sanderson Sisters Cottage. And don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, hit like and subscribe and that little notification bell so that you never miss a post. Now, for those of you who may never have seen Hocus Pocus, it's a film from way back in 1993. Yes, guys, pre-millennium. The initial part of the story is actually set in 1693 with our villainously comedic trio, Winifred, Mary and Sarah Sanderson. These three sister witches live in a cottage in the woods on the edge of the town of Salem, Massachusetts. And what they do best is lure young children like young Emily Binks into their lair to steal her life force to regain their youth, and in so doing, regain immortality. Emily's brother Thackeray Binks is the hero of our tale, and he tries with all his might to save her from the clutches of the witches, but alas, he is too late. When he confronts the trio, he gets transformed into an immortal black cat, doomed to live for all eternity with his guilt. When the townsfolk eventually catch up with the witches, they sentence them to be hanged. But Winifred Sanderson's last act on earth was to cast a spell to resurrect the sisters when on All Hallows Eve, a virgin lights the black flame candle. So there you have it, folks. What Disney does best. Magic, mystery, villainy, and a love story in modern day times as well. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. And if you have already seen it, watch it again. Now, I have to be perfectly honest with you. This build is without a doubt one of the most difficult that I've ever had to do. One reason is there is limited stock footage of the house itself. When you watch the film, there's a partial side image with a water wheel and a few windows and a blurred front image, so you get an idea of what the front of the house looks like, but it is kind of off. You can't really tell the colors, so I had to improvise quite a lot. And once again, of course, inside the house in the film, you only really see the area around the cauldron with the staircase and the front doorway. So I've had to improvise a little bit. And another reason as well is with regards to the actual availability of items in the game itself. If it was Sims 3, it would have been as easy as anything, because in the Magic Supernatural pack that came with that, there were so many things that you could actually create a proper witch's house with. But of course, in the Sims 4 Magic Realm, it's a slightly different take on the magic theme, so I did have to improvise quite a lot. If you do download this lot, please do have Move Objects cheat on so that you don't lose placement of any items. I've also set this lot to be off the grid, which is something that came with the Island Living expansion pack, because I tried to be as true to its 1693 roots as I could, where of course electricity and plumbing hadn't yet been invented. We have to wait to midway through the 18th century for those luxuries. Looking at the windows and doors that I've used in this pack, I've used quite a few of the university windows, like the one in the little attic room, and also I've used quite a lot of the items from Get Together, because it has that sort of European-y feel, that oldie worldy feel, with the diamond-leaded windows and the little shutters. The house itself is quite largely open plan, and of course you've got the stucco with the paneling, and I did struggle a little bit to kind of think, do I make this house quite dark? So I've played around with the paint a little bit here, and looking at the patterns, I think that pattern works better, so it doesn't look like a solid block of lines. I mean, it's not a chessboard. Yep, that works, and a nice bit of paneling up there as well, just to break up the Tudor feel. Not sure about this grey roof, but we'll come back to that. Let me just sort out the paintwork first. And I think we're going to just, I like, why does it always do that? I want to resize the window, but why does it leave a gap in the wall? Good Lord. Adding some windows onto this bottom layer here. One window will do, I think. I think that'll work out quite well. Not really sure about this front door. That's better. Because I think the front door in the film actually was just a plain door with some wood carvings on it. So I do quite like this sort of theme on it because it still sort of fits with the architecture for the windows, but you've got a little gargoyle on the front of the door, so I think that's really cool. So I've got some sort of stone foundation base here. That's fine as well. Add some windows to the upstairs. Have a quick look around, make sure everything's covered. Yep, okay, so now let's start working on this water wheel area here. Okay, so draw a pond. Oh God, I forgot I had the foundations. Well, we're going to have to need that, fix that one up, that's fine. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better as well. Yeah, that's fine. Because I wanted to use, I really loved those windows, but I was really struggling with, the house looked a bit too tall, and it is, it is quite sort of like a dumpy little house, so that does work a bit better. So I still get the same effect of those bay windows, just sort of created it myself. That looks better. I'm happy with that. Because my OCD kicks in when I have houses of different levels in terms of the walls must be the same height, otherwise it makes me lose my mind. So what are we going to use for this water wheel? Because there's not really a wheel. Yeah, this power converter works quite well. This came from the Star Wars pack. I mean, I know it's not a wheel per se. It's not going to turn, but it, it works well for, one uses one's imagination. It's the closest thing to, because I did try to use the big ship's wheel as a big wheel, but then the spoke sticking out the side, I thought I didn't really like the look of that. Add some thorns and a rose bush. I've used a lot of the gardening from the vampire pack, so like, the dead rose bushes and things, because I think they made it look sufficiently witchy. Add a few trees. Some fern, yeah. I think these plants are a bit too happy. Yeah, I don't think the Sanderson sisters have got topia in their garden, so we'll stick to these dead thorns. I think they work a bit better. Move the tree over a bit as well. Yeah, it's starting to take shape, I think. So we just need to pick a colour for that porch. Yeah. And some stone walkways for those little children to walk up to the front door. So add some more rose bushes here. We'll size them up a little bit just so it looks a little bit different and less flat. Yeah, that doesn't really fit the kind of clutters that water wheel area. So these plants are too green. That one looks relatively okay. Okay, hedges. No, that doesn't work. We'll stick to the dead plants. I think dead's where it's at with this lot. I've also covered the ground in the grass, the sort of barely there grass, so it looks kind of dead. Let's try another one. No, that looks too brown. No, that just looks too wrong. Nope, we'll stick with the original idea. I should trust my initial instinct. It's fine. Go with it. And do you know what? I think there was actually a half wall around it rather than that. So yeah, let's pop up a half wall and see if that works better than the actual filling around the pond. Too small, too short. Yep, perfect. Let's add some brickwork to that. Oh yes, I like the look of that. That works well. Let's just change the top of this wall so it kind of blends in a little bit more, because I can't do a wall without the edging on it. Not without a mod anyway, so that's fine. Yep. Take a quick look. Now we need to add some chimneys. Yep. Yeah, that looks better with the roof. Happy with the brown. Dark brown. Yeah, no, that works well. Looks kind of in tone with the paneling. That works. Add some wall around here. Just move this tree out the way. Don't want to lose the tree. I do love that dead tree. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but it just looks really cool. Yeah, and we need to add a gate. Let's see, which one? Yep, no. Add a walkway for the gate. We'll go with that one. Yeah, and change it to a darker colour. Yeah, happy with that. Add another tree. Get rid of this, because I don't really know if that works. Yep. Working around there. Having a quick look. Now this is, so I think it's a Japanese maple, but I do like the colours because it kind of makes the garden look a little bit different. So I'll just sort of add it like it's growing onto the tree as well. Base of the tree there. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Looks a bit like mossy mold, so that works. A few more of these dead bushes. Some dead thorns along the tree. I mean, this is a very low maintenance garden. I mean, you know, it's absolutely fine. I mean, you can't kill anything. It's already dead. So that works. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Add a few more trees. No, that doesn't work. I'm just going to add some more rose bushes along the side here, just to make the garden look a little bit more full. I'm trying to get this kind of like really untidy, overgrown look. You know, with these kind of plants growing up through the dead ones, just to kind of make it look a bit more full, a bit more volume. Add a fern in here and there. There's no particular plan to this garden. It's meant to look sort of put together, very hastily made. So let's just have a little look inside and add it. We need to add a staircase. I've put a few little things out as I've been going through the catalogue. There's a few little things that I've thought, oh yeah, I might try and use that. So then I place them on the floor in the lot just so I can find them when I want them. So it's fine. I'm not having a garage sale. We're okay. We're cool. So add a bathroom. That could be a bathroom, I think, that we could add, because we need 3 bedrooms, because if the Sanderson sisters are going to live here, you know, so that they can have their own personal time after sucking the lives out of children, we need to, you know, retire to our bedroom and relax. Just move the windows so they're all the same height. Yep. I loved it since we can now sort of alter the windows, but you know, by pressing that control button, so it's really good. Alt even, should I say. Add a few more pillars, just give it a bit more depth. Mr. Bush there. Oh, got some vines. Yeah, let's use some vines. Dead vines crawling up the wall. Yeah, put that in there. That'll work. Just under the windows, add a bit on. It's climbing up the side of the house. I think this vine comes in 3 different colours, but I'm leaving it on the blood red. I think we like that. So let's start with this kitchen. We go with green. Nice witchy colour, perhaps. Oh, auto counter's on. Easier. Stick with that there. Now, the Sanderson sisters probably wouldn't have had a fridge and a stove, but, you know, in reality, we have to kind of eat. And I don't really think that they were the barbecuing types. Unless you count shish kababy. But, you know, until that, it's going to be tofu dogs on the grill. So add a few of these chairs around there. Because, you know, as a day job, they might suck the lives out of children, but they do like to, you know, stick to the family traditions around dinner time and sit around the table. I think I'm going to go with the white with that. It looks a little bit more plain. And that table came from the Spooky Pack, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, add a few more herbs, potions for herbs, very, very important. And I've got all the herbs in here, the ones from various different packs. The Magic Pack, I think one of them came with, I'm not actually sure where the one with the little wooden surround came from, I can't remember, but the other one came from the Star Wars pack. Add a few little jars here, just to make it look like there's little weird things in jars on the side. I do like clutter in my games, I don't know why, just adds a bit of real-time depth, I think. Let's try and play with that and change the colours, I think, as well, just to give it a bit more feel to it. I'll leave that on that. And cobwebs, we need loads of cobwebs because housekeeping is not their thing. Bit of holes in the wall, see the panelling through behind. I like that. And I think these have actually got little spiders on them as well when you actually go into live mode. So we've got some cracking walls. Candles, lots and lots of candles, because we don't have any electricity, because as I was mentioning earlier, it hasn't yet been discovered. So paneling with the, I do like that as well, with the brickwork. Yeah, that can work as well. Now we need to find somewhere for this little table with that light. We've got here, got some pillars, because if looking at the pictures of the house inside as well, there's like rafters. So I was trying to go for this like rafter look where it's crisscrossing around the house. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here, using the spandrels on the pillars and the wall work. So I think it'll turn out quite well, I hope. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think that works. That's quite cool. I like that. I'm happy with that. Okay, but actually I've just thought might need to move this staircase a little bit actually. Because I've just sort of looked at this other footage and the staircase is actually quite near the back. So I just need to move that and just rejig things a little bit. Add a bit of a wall there, cover that up. Yeah, that's fine. Some bookcases and lots of potion making items. Spell books, very important. Yeah. And these of course come from the Magic Realm pack as well. Cauldron, very important, everything that makes it tick. I suppose we could do mac and cheese in the cauldron, so perhaps, perhaps we don't need a cooker, but I don't know. Do we want to live on chili con carne and mac and cheese for the rest of our life? I don't know. I like mac and cheese, so maybe. Now with this particular fireplace, I have no idea what it's going to look like in live mode, but I love the magic effect of the pink with the crystals, but then I also wanted it to have a bit of a surround, like an oldie worldy kind of fireplace. So I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have when both fires are going, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll maybe look magic and mystical. So I've got the candles. Get rid of that. I think that one fits better. I like that better, yeah. Move that up. Okay. And I've used the basic cauldron compared to the excellent cauldron because I think it just looks a bit sort of more in keeping with the one in the film. Okay, just lots of candles around the place, and I'm going to place them around in different areas in a minute. I just want to call out all the ones I think will work quite well. See, a lot of these things are too happy for a witch house. Definitely, because these are not white witches, these are dark witches. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so lots of candles, more herbs. Never have too many herbs, plenty for potion making. Put some candles on the fireplace. Yeah, that looks better. The dripping, because they could have this melting wax on them. They do look a bit more aesthetically pleasing. That works well. Yeah, we just need I do love the spooky table. It works quite well. I've just downsized the candles, so now the wicks are floating out mid-air, but that's fine. It kind of makes it look a bit spooky. So, that's fine. Got some spell tomes on the side. Got this magic chest of mystery. And got rid of the lamp as well because I placed the lamp thinking, oh, it's quite spooky. And then I'm like, no, wait, it uses electricity. It won't work. We're like, what is this magical item from the future? Nobody knows. Got Winifred's spell book. Change the page to the heart. Let's see, got this cool skull in a glass cage. I do like that. A lot of these vases from the Star Wars pack I think are quite cool because they look kind of potion-y. Add a few things there, some potion bottles. And this artist's hand could be the dead man's hand. That's fine. Move things along here. Maybe resize this candle a little bit. So this jar is a little alien in a jar that I put on the side there because that looks like something floating in formaldehyde, so that's kind of gross. So move the chair along, put the desk, put this in the corner actually. Because witches have to do their homework, so they have to sit at the table. So that works quite well. The spell book on the table. Where she writes her most dastardly recipes. Yeah, that's fine. Put a little chair in the corner. Get rid of that urn. I'm not sure about that urn. Oh, that chair's better. I like that. Looks much more in keeping. So we just need some more. Because the house itself, if you actually do the bits that you can see in the film, it's so cluttered with various items on shelves, on tables, loads of candles everywhere. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. So I do like this autumn themed candle from the Seasons pack. Do a few smaller versions around as well. And of course we've got our bird skull in the glass bell jar, so that works. Add a few more candles here, I think. Whoa, too big. Way too big. Once again, that resizing cheat doing its thing. Got some little cauldrons under here. Yeah, they work quite well. Add some curtains. So once again, I think these came with a spooky party pack. So add those. Go up there. Meh. Do you know what? I don't know if I'm feeling these curtains, to be honest. Change the chair. Add some more cobwebs. Add some more holes in the wall. Cobwebs. Can't have too many cobwebs. Lots of spider friends. Because, I mean, don't forget, you know, Sarah Sanderson does like to eat spiders. So, that's fine. We can move that around. Get rid of that. Actually, we don't need that. Got quite a few candles already. Add some more cobwebs there. Change the picture. No. No, we'll stick with the moons. It's fine. Various stages of the moon. We've got this nice little sort of outside light with a hanging lantern. Let's find some more candles, perhaps on the wall. Start looking at the upstairs now. Ever since the last update, this one particular window has gone really weird. It's like it's not following through on the other side, along with one of my favourite doors as well. I don't really know why it's doing that. I tried uninstalling and reinstalling it, but it didn't really make a difference, so never mind. We'll live with it. Make it into a feature. Oh, we need to get rid of this floor bit. Yeah, get rid of that. That's fine. So add some more panelling, more candles, light the way. It's really, really difficult to actually make a house that's off the grid. So the first one I've actually ever made, where there's no electricity or things that you would consider, you know, plumbing, and I think, you know, never ever done one before. So quite interesting to see what it works like in actual gameplay. Now that's a bit overkill. Go with these pictures instead. I like the splatter on the wall as well. It's like a potion that's gone wrong. Kind of gross. Like, wouldn't you just clean it up? But no, gross. Can you imagine? It's kind of got this like, musty smell as well. I can just picture that. Lots more cobwebs. Candles, candles, candles. Flip that one around, actually. Yeah, that fits better. Black candles. Boxes. Okay, so we need some spell books. Got that for the corner. Little treasure chest. Wait, where's that other one? Yeah, there we go. I think that works better. That one get rid of. Add another painting on there. Another splatter. Wah, wah, wah. Cobwebs. Tons and tons. I mean, they have not dusted this place in over 300 years. You can tell. Okay, so let's start having a look at the bedrooms now. Let's see. This will be Winnie's bedroom, I think, because she's the leader of the gang, so she'll have the biggest bedroom. Place some candles there. Let's see. Mary. That'll be Mary's room. And Sarah's room. And that's our family. Mother! Let's see, there's some beds or tables, maybe some more candles as well. I think we need to do something in this hallway. We need like a, yeah, that's better. Add some potions and maybe some books. Loads of candles, just, you know, random clutter on places. Change the colour of these so they all look like different potions. Let's see, blues, greens, yes. Oh, there's Mythosaur's skull. Yes. I like the look of the dead things. Now I realise these are Sith artifacts, but they look kind of magic, so that's working. The dead hand in the cabinet. You almost can't imagine you open the cabinet to dust it, and it grabs you. And I found the section sort of on off the grid, so we've got all this bath and toilet that use off the grid as well. Now I realise they probably wouldn't have had a sink, but I think, you know, we kind of need one to wash our hands, so I didn't put one in the kitchen, so we'll have that one in the bathroom, so it'll be alright. Because we've got to wash our hands, you know. Cleanliness is very important. Some more candles around the place. Okay, candles. Because I think I've got the by debug cheat on as well, so I'll see what other candles we can find as well. Cobwebs. Make it look dirty, dirty, dirty. Spooky and haunted. Yeah, we've got that there. I mean, judging from the state of the house, do they maybe look like they maybe don't worry that much about personal hygiene? But we'll add a bathroom just in case. We'll play it safe. Okay, so that's all fine there. So now this I found sort of particularly quite challenging because I needed to have the black flame candle. The candle itself is, I think, sort of made from the fat of a hangman. So it's not actually black, it's the flame itself that's black. But I use a bit of artistic license here just to kind of get the candle itself to, you know, be representative of what it is. But of course, it was quite a tall candle and it was on a stand. And it was a single candle on a stand. So I've sort of improvised as to candle holder types. Okay, now all of these candles here, they came with the Eco Living pack, if I'm not mistaken. They're part of the candle making kit. And because I've got by debug activated, I've got access to them. And they work quite well for little space fillers, I think. So that works just a treat. See the Sith trophy there in the corner. Yeah. What is this strange object? Mind you, to be fair, Winifred Sanderson and them probably would have been best friends with the Sith because they're just as evil. Okay, yeah, looking not too bad. Looks pretty cool. Add a few more dead trees. Add a bit to the outside of the lot. Yeah, I don't think we're far off being done here, guys. Yeah, that looks okay. Not too bad. Add a few more dead things. Oh, I've just had a thought as well. Maybe I could make like a grave for their mother in the garden or something. Because, you know, obviously they do love their mother. They're always like, mother! So we'll, let's see what we can build. We can build a little park bench. Flip that around, have it near the back. Because I think in the vampire pack there is like there's like an evil looking woman statue. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Yes, that could be like their mom's grave in the garden. She's buried in the garden. Because why wouldn't she be? Yes. Wow, because that's not creepy at all. Awesome. I think this is the finishing touches on it, really. Let's have a little look and see what this looks like at night. Dun dun dun! Oh, look at that. Isn't that great? Oh, I'm so pleased with how that's turned out. Oh, isn't that amazing? A little water wheel on the side, front door, dead garden. Oh, I love it. I'm so pleased. I really hope you guys like this build. I've worked really hard on it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And please click like and subscribe. And we'll do more videos. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Happy Halloween!